Hey guys, so I just got down to possibly my favorite place on all of Long Island, honestly. It's called Lake Ronkonkoma. So I live in the town of Ronkonkoma, and literally about a 5-minute drive from my house we have this like beautiful lake. I'll show you. Like, it is honestly just gorgeous. It's pretty big. It's not like obviously as big as like the Great Lakes. Like obviously those are friggin' huge. I've been to Lake Michigan. The thing's like an ocean. But I just got here and I'm gonna walk around the lake. I've done that a few times over the past couple of years. It's a 3-mile walk, so it's actually like pretty decent. And you have like this gorgeous view the whole time. So it's a really good walk. It's like, I don't know, the forecast this whole week said like rainy and cloudy, but yesterday it was really nice. Today so far it's beautiful. There's like no clouds in the sky. It's sunny. I think it's like 73. It's a little windy. You'll probably be able to hear it. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. But yeah, it's a little windy, but it's pretty, it feels good like when you're moving. So this lake, as beautiful as it is, also has like a really creepy like story behind it, which is the Lady of the Lake, which like anyone on like all of Long Island knows pretty much. So the story is there was an Indian tribe, and the tribe leader had like a daughter, and then there were like some white folk, and the leader of them had a son, and they would like secretly meet each other, and the parents both forbid it, but they did it anyway. And then the daughter went over there one night, but she ended up being dead. So now it's like haunted by her, and no joke, like 10 men in the past like 10 years have like drowned here. Like she only like kills males. I don't know. It's really creepy. I kind of believe it just because like I'm into that stuff. But it's a really cool tale, and pretty much everyone knows about it. But it's so beautiful here. So there's some cool spots along the way, so I will update you when I get to them. I swear, every time I come to this lake, it like looks different walking around. Like, it's so weird because of the erosion and like high tide and low tide and all that shit. Like sometimes the water's like really like, it's like pushed back, and sometimes it's like really far out. Like, it's so weird. It always looks like so different. It's crazy. I just walked through like a shaded area where the water was very close to the shore. Like there wasn't a huge like strip. Like here it's really wide. I like to walk like closer to the water just because the sand is more dense. But it's so crazy. Like there's always a new look going around the lake. Like, it's crazy. So I'm probably about maybe a quarter of the way around, not even 100% sure. It's so weird because I'll literally think that I'm halfway, and then I realize I'm not at all halfway, and I still have quite a bit left. But it takes about an hour and a half to walk all the way around. So it's not terrible, and like I said, it's such a nice walk, like so beautiful. So this is the area where I always feel that I'm like halfway through my walk, because if you can see straight across, oh, it's really far, but like pretty much right across from where I am is like a big beach looking area, which looks identical to the main entrance, which is over there. So I always feel like I'm like halfway through my walk at this point, even though in reality I'm not even close to that. So it's pretty wild. It like kind of messes with your mind a little bit and you're like, wait, like where am I actually? Because there's one main entrance, which is where I come in. Just because like I'm on that side of the lake, but if you're on like this is an entrance where you can park your car. Alright, you got the geese over here chilling. I'm actually terrified of geese. Like if you don't bother them, they won't bother you, I feel, so I just kind of leave them alone. And then there's another entrance that has like a park, which a lot of people with like little kids will go to and, you know, let them play at the park on a nice day. Like it's probably crowded today, which is the entrance that I just showed, where I always think that like I'm at the halfway point and I'm not. Also, this lake is just like honestly gorgeous. I like can't stop staring. I saw some guy canoeing on the lake, which is like a thing. Kind of terrifying, because like, watch out, like you could drown. But it's just so beautiful here. People like have painted artwork, so you could see up ahead. There's like another area that has really beautiful paintings. So here is one beautiful painting at the lake. And now this picture actually kind of shows what the lake used to be like. Back many years ago, probably like 50 years ago at least, Lake Ronkonkoma was a summer tourist area that was just a bunch of like, you know, summer cottages and bungalows, and you know, you'd bring your family here for summer vacation. And there actually used to be a slide just like that right in the middle of the lake that you know, you could swim out to or take a boat, I honestly have no idea, and go down the slide. Now honestly this lake is so polluted. They've actually cleaned it up over the past few years, like, you know, residents of Ronkonkoma and people who care about, you know, keeping the world clean will come out here and clean up the lake. And they've actually made some really great, like, progress with the whole thing, which is great. I honestly wanted to go, but I always had work, because since I'm a baker, like, I always work weekends, and it was always on like a Sunday, so I was never able to go, unfortunately. But like, that's the kind of stuff I'm into, so if it ever happens where I can go for some weird reason, like I'm not scheduled, which would be rare, but I would love to go. They really made some improvements at the main entrance where I come in. They have it roped off, and you can bring your kids here to go swimming. They have lifeguards and everything. I personally wouldn't swim in it, even though they have cleaned it up quite a bit. Like, I'm sure it's okay. I don't know, I don't think I could ever swim in it because it's still not like 100% clean. So that just kind of grosses me out. Plus I have my own pool, so, you know, I wouldn't come here, or I could just be at my house and swimming in a clean pool. But it's nice to put your feet in once in a while. Let me put my feet in. I'm sure the water's freezing. Actually, it's not terrible at all. It's May 29th, so not even June yet. Now, if you went to the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, yeah, it'd be pretty cold. Okay, wait, this is a thing. So last year I came here with a friend around this time, and there were like fish. I don't know if you can like see the shadows or see them swimming. Like, there's actually a lot over in this area. I'm not sure if you can like see this, but we saw them at like one part of the lake when we were almost done with our walk. We think it was tadpoles, because these things were like microscopic small, but there was like thousands of them. And then we saw bigger fish, which we think were actually fish, not tadpoles. We think are actual small fish. So it's crazy, like actual sea life lives in this lake, which is kind of scary, but it's crazy. The water actually feels really nice. But when I get to that part of the lake, if I see the tadpoles or more fish, I'll show you, but there's actually like a decent amount in this area that I saw like one before, but it was just one and then I lost sight of it. But you can actually see like quite a few over in this area. It's crazy. So if I see like a lot more, I'll definitely pull out the camera again and like show you guys. It's crazy. So this is always a scary part of the walk. I've probably walked around this lake 6 times between like last year and this year, because if it's nice out, I mean, why not? Like, it's beautiful. But the first few times I did it, this wasn't really an issue. But the past couple of times that I've came around this area, the water's always been super close to the shore, so there's not a huge strip to walk through. And then there's also like these big ass rocks here. So I'm okay for now. Up ahead it looks like I might have to climb over some rocks. I literally almost just fell. So that was fun. I'm already clumsy, and like being near rocks and water, it's just a bad situation for me. Still not even halfway around also. Like, I'm almost there. I keep looking back towards the main entrance and I'm like, am I there yet? Am I there? And I'm not. But I'm like here and the main entrance is over there. So I'm about halfway. There's also a huge strip of land over there that you can't really see that I walk through. So this is kind of scary, and I'm also in sandals because one, I recently got new sneakers and they're not dirty, and you know, walking here they would definitely get dirty, and also sand in the shoe, and I'm like not into that. So I just wore sandals. These things are like super comfortable anyway, so it's okay. All right, the spot I thought was gonna be bad, I just walked through, and it honestly wasn't. Look at all these weeds here. I don't remember this last time. Like, look at this. There's like, I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird, honestly. There's always like a new look. But actually, in 10th grade, a friend and I tried to walk around all of the lake, and there was actually a section that it was like the water was like against the wall. Like, we would have had to walk in the water, and it was actually like pretty deep, and I think we had like long pants on and sneakers, so it wasn't really doable at the time. I don't know what is over there, but I just heard like a bubble sound, or I don't like, there's like a goose or something under there. That was kind of creepy. Okay. But yeah, I tried to do it the one time and there was like water literally up against the wall at the one part, and it was deep, so we couldn't just like quickly walk through. So that was a thing. So I've been walking for about an hour now, and I would say finally I am halfway. Right over there is the main entrance where I came in. But this is honestly the weirdest thing. Like, all of these weeds are like right up against the water, and I was only here about a couple of months ago, maybe like I think like April, and it was not like this at all. So it's honestly crazy how like in a month how much it can change. Also, I feel like I remember it taking me an hour and a half about to walk the full, you know, the full distance around the lake. And it's already been an hour and I'm only halfway. Now, I have stopped a couple times, but just briefly, so I don't think, you know, that would have slowed me down that much. So I'm definitely thinking that the water has expanded a lot more towards the shore, making it like a longer walk. Usually it's 3 miles. So I'm gonna see today if it's more than that, you know, if it's expanded a lot. But it's so crazy. There's like always a different, you know, you always get the water view, but other than that, there's always like different scenery. Like these weeds, like being like right next to me is definitely like a new thing. So I think I'm almost clear of it, and then I'm just gonna be like, it's just gonna be sand. Also adorable, like all the little ducklings and such are here. I saw like, I've seen a few. I also saw like little baby swans, which was adorable. Oh my god. Wait, there's a whole family. And there's like a bunch of little ducklings. Hold on. Look at all of them. That's a lot. Wow. It's just so cute seeing all like the new life. We do have a lot of geese, but there's also ducks. There was like a couple swans. But look at all those little ducklings. So many, and they're adorable. Okay, this is bad. I haven't charged my camera in I don't know how long, and my battery's flashing. So this is probably gonna be it. I'll probably do like charge my camera battery when I get home, and then do like a full story of it, my walk, let y'all know how it went. So I'll catch up with you later. Really quick, this is the other art on the wall here. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like the Lady of the Lake. Then here is a map, not a map, but a painting of Long Island, and then where the heart is, right in the center, is the lake. And then some more art. So Hey guys, so I was at Lake Ronkonkoma earlier and I told the story of the Lady of the Lake, but I didn't 100% like I know like, you know, what it's about, but I wanted to like give the 100% story to make sure that I was like being accurate and telling it correctly, and I didn't feel like I was doing that well enough. So this clip is the story of the Lady of the Lake. So I looked it up, so I'm literally just going to read it word for word, what the story is. So Lake Ronkonkoma is Long Island's largest freshwater lake and a popular summer destination. According to legend, it is also cursed. Men beware, this body of water is said to be the home of a vengeful spirit that claims one male life per year. Supposedly, Ronkonkoma was the name of an Indian princess who fell in love with a white settler who lived near the lake. Upon their meeting, the princess and the settler immediately fell in love, but their union was forbidden by her father. Every night, they would sneak out to send messages of love to one another. Ronkonkoma would paddle her canoe out to the middle of the lake, where she would then float a message the rest of the way to her lover waiting on the opposite shore. This continued for years until one day the princess was unable to deal with this arrangement and snapped. She sent a final farewell note to her lover. He received it on the shore, and minutes later the canoe washed up in front of him as well. Inside it was the princess's body. She had committed suicide in the middle of the lake. He too committed suicide out of anguish over the death of his one true love. Since that day, Ronkonkoma has haunted the lake, becoming known to many as the Lady of the Lake. Angered because she wasn't allowed to love in life, she now drags one man into the lake each year. People say that at least one person has drowned each year in Lake Ronkonkoma for the past 200 years, the large majority of them male. Many others have reported being drawn by some unseen force out to the center of the lake, as if something was trying to drag them in. These souls have been able to resist the pull of the Lady of the Lake and have been lucky enough to live to report the existence of this strange phenomenon. So that's the story, but also another tidbit of information about the lake. A myth. Another myth of Lake Ronkonkoma says that the lake is bottomless and that its depths are dotted with many caverns and subterranean passageways. Many of the bodies lost to Ronkonkoma never surface on the lake shores, but are sucked into these underground tunnels and later turn up in the Long Island Sound, on the shores of the East River, and even as far away as Connecticut. In some cases, bodies have disappeared for as long as 3 months before washing ashore miles away from where the unfortunate victim first vanished. Lake Ronkonkoma is a site of anguish, lost love, and vengeance. Be mindful while walking its shores. The Lady of the Lake is forever looking for a new lover to keep her company. And that's it. But it's pretty much like crazy. Like, and I've heard that one about it being like bottomless, even though supposedly it is 80 feet deep. Like, there is a bottom. It's pretty deep. Like, you know, when you first start walking in, you can walk, and then I'm sure there's like a drop-off point at some point. I've literally only put my feet in, and I will never fully go into it because, as I said earlier, it's like polluted. Even though they have cleaned it up, I still don't trust it to like go fully into it. Plus, I also, like mentioned, I have a pool, so, you know, I'd rather just use my pool. But that's the story of it. It's pretty crazy. Like, the bottomless myth is like, I don't know, it's weird because that is a thing. Like, people have said that bodies have washed up in like the Long Island Sound or like Connecticut. Like, it's very weird. So I don't know like what that's all about. But there is a bottom. But I don't know if there's like some weird tunnel like that article said. Like, it's very weird. But that's the story of the Lady of the Lake, and I really hope you guys enjoyed my Lake Ronkonkoma vlog. I think it's like such a beautiful place, and I love going there whenever it's, you know, a nice sunny day. Just walk around the lake and just like stare at its beauty. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and like following me along. So please like and comment. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, or if any of you guys live on the island, to hear what you know about the lake. So please do all that. I would definitely love to hear it and would respond to you guys. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, or just follow me along. Thanks, guys.